you're not supporting the government in this, are you? Is there any chance that you would support this second reading of the implementation bill?
No, we haven't supported the government to date on the withdrawal agreement, and of course the bill only gives effect to the withdrawal agreement. The bill puts into legislation what is required in the withdrawal agreement, and it would be totally inconsistent of us, and it would be totally detrimental to both Brexit and to Northern Ireland for us to support a bill which implements an agreement which has been turned down 3 times in the House of Commons.
So, to the government about all of this, and is there anything that they can do to persuade you to get behind them?
Well, we're talking to the government on almost a weekly or daily basis, but the government seems intent in bringing forward the bill to implement the agreement, and we, as we always do, have been totally unambiguous in the message which we have sent to them, namely that we will not be giving it our support.
Does that mean that your arrangement with the Conservatives is over?
No, it doesn't, because of course we support the government on a range of other things, but we have always made it quite clear that the agreement we had with the government was to deliver Brexit as had been outlined by the Prime Minister, and to deliver Brexit as it would apply to the whole of the United Kingdom. The government has not been able to produce a Brexit deal which either delivers on its own promises to its own people in its own manifesto, and has not delivered on the promises which were made to us either, that Northern Ireland would not be separated out from the rest of the United Kingdom. So therefore we have no qualms about not supporting the bill or the agreement, because the government has actually broken its arrangement with us, and indeed not only broken its arrangement with us, broken its arrangement with its own electorate. That's why the government suffered such a defeat in the local government elections, because their own electorate feel betrayed by them. So, they can hardly complain about us not supporting something which their own party, their own voters and their own councillors have opposed.
Would you consider abstaining on that second reading? It would mean that the bill could progress, and then at committee stage, which is the detailed analysis, you could try and make changes to it.
Well, first of all, why would we abstain when we have voted against the agreement on 3 occasions? And secondly, any changes that would be made at committee stage would require government support, and the government has made it quite clear that the structure, the bare bones of the agreement still have to be in place, and that the withdrawal bill has to reflect the bones of the agreement. And of course that's the bit that we object to, because that's the bit that would separate Northern Ireland out from the rest of the United Kingdom.
Do you think a new Conservative leader, because we know there will be one quite soon, would make any difference?
Well, I think that if we had a Conservative leader who was determined to deliver on Brexit, then there would be a totally different tone to the negotiations.
But you believe with that deal?
We've been critical of the way in which the Prime Minister and those who she's appointed to handle these negotiations have dealt with the EU, and I would hope that if she is replaced, and that's a matter for the Conservative Party, that whoever goes would have a totally different approach to these negotiations. And it doesn't mean leaving with no deal, because of course someone who went in there and made it quite clear that they were demanding an agreement which was good for Britain, which reflected what people voted for in the referendum, and which reflected the Conservative Party's manifesto, I believe could have success.
Sammy Wilson.